Hello there everybody, thanks for joining me once again. I'm Kim Gow from Colour Passion. Today in Colour Passion Land, I thought that we would do something a little bit more in the summer season, even though we're only just into spring. Not that you would know in Western Australia, it's been so cold and wet this year, but hopefully sunny today, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to be sunny for a bit longer, and I'm sure I'm going to be complaining about the heat once we get into summer. However, today I thought we would do a surfboard. It'll be a 60 centimetre surfboard, but of course they do come in 60, 90, 1200, 3 sizes, something like that. Anyway, if you're interested in one, please in the comments below, send me a comment and let me know, and if you'd like to order one, and I'll get one made up for you and I can ship it to you wherever you are. But they're a real great thing to do. Okay, so the colours I'm going to use today are Blue Passion, which is a really lovely colour to use for that deep ocean. And with that I'm going to put, and I forgot to grab it, but the Diamond Stardust I'm going to put into that just to give a little bit of glitter, which is always lovely when the sun hits it. Then I'm going to put Lorraine Shimmer. That'll be for that middle part of the ocean. And then we'll have Sea Foam, which is our gel tint. That'll be for that shallow area in the water, sort of like you've got your shore, your sand, and then you're going into deeper water. For the sand, we're going to use Creme Deluxe. Either the beach sand luster in the paste is wonderful, but I thought today I would use the Creme Deluxe because that is a lovely powder. And before we had the beach sand luster, we used that all the time anyway. And I'm going to use the Top Cell White for the wave action. So let's go and have some fun with those colours and see what we can do with a 60 centimetre surfboard. Okay guys, come with me now. Okay, here we are. I've got my board set up. I've got my cups there, my paper cups all set, ready to go. I've mixed up my resin. It's actually quite yellow. We've got a yellow tinge there because it's an old one that I'm using up. So it'll be fine though. So here we go. Then I'll mix the colours in. Been ages since I've done one of these. I was battling to remember how much I did of each area. Probably going to have way too much resin, but that's all right. Can always use it for something else. Do another little task. Okay, really don't need that. I think I'll just leave it at that for now. Okay, so the colours. The colours I'm going to use, just to be honest, sorry guys, hold that thought. Of course, I need my spatulas, don't I? Okay, so I'm going to use Blue Passion. That's always been a favourite of mine to use. Always give it a stir. Make sure it's all mixed up. Okay. Should be fine. And we're going to give that a mix, making sure that it's all mixed up well in the resin, because we don't want any lumps of unmixed colour. Otherwise you'll end up, it'll sort of be on the surface, and every time you go to wipe it you'll get colour on yourself. It's happened before today. All right. Now, the thing I want to do is use our beautiful Diamond Stardust for a bit of sparkle in that Blue Passion. I normally use Max White Sparkle, but today I thought I'm going to try this because it's got finer glitter in it. And I'm just going to see how it goes. You know my catchphrase, if we don't give it a go, we are never going to know, are we? That includes me, so here I am walking the talk. Very pretty, wonderful. Okay, so the next colour I'm going to use is Lorraine Shimmer. One of my faves. It's a beautiful colour, nice for a middle of the ocean colour. too much. Again, give this a good mix. Then I thought we would use Seafoam, our gel tint. And this will give it that transparent ocean right next to the sand. Good mix. Always a little bit deceptive when you first mix it up because of course it grabs to my spatula and I can't sort of see the colour, but I think that's going to be good. Okay, and then I had the option of using our beautiful beach sand luster, but I thought I would use the Creme de Luxe instead, our powder, just to show you that, you know, we've got that option as well. Okay, so we'll mix that in. Slowly at first so that it doesn't put the powder up everywhere. We don't want to be breathing it in. And then once it's all combined, then you can give it a good mix. Gorgeous colour for beach sand actually, depending on which part of the world you are in. All right, now that's out the road. And oh yes, we've got our white, so we want top cell white. This is what we do for our lacing. Okay. Just put this in a little cup because it's going to be easier for using it to pour across the board and the waves, because we don't need a lot. Okay, now I haven't actually taped this up today, debating whether I won't. I can just pour across and let it sort of come over, and then come over with the white and blow it and we'll see. It's all right, I'm just thinking. Yep, I think we'll just go ahead and do it without it. Okay, we'll start up the top of our ocean. All right, oops. So with this, I'm just going to, just with my fingers, I'm just going to sort of smooth it over. There we go. Plenty. I wish I had another small board because I could do two, I'm sure. Okay. Want to wipe my finger now, and actually I can probably take this off. I don't really know, so I don't want to. So pretty. I don't want to mess it up. A little bit of discoloration is all right. I just don't want a solid one there. Okay, so now we've got our beautiful Lorraine shimmer. Okay, just with my gloved hand, just going over, putting it into place. Well, the sun is shining here today, so that's something good, because it's spring and we haven't hardly seen anything of spring since it's been officially spring, and it's now a week in. So it would be really lovely if it stays this way for a few days. Makes you feel good, and certainly makes you feel like doing some resin pours. Okay, it's our mid colour of the ocean. Then we'll come down with our transparent sea foam. And it's very transparent. So I've got a little old mark there. It's probably not going to cover that, but where there's a will, there's a way. We might actually even get like just a little bit of the darker colour. That could be a bit of like seaweed underneath, perhaps. Because it is a bit like that in the water. And that way it's not, doesn't stand out quite as much. Here we go. Actually just going to overlap that a bit as well, because then it sort of gives like a bit of a not a sudden drop, you know, into the next colour. Sort of mix it up a bit. I'm going to do the same with this here actually. Lovely, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to put on the sand, the beach sand. I've got blue on my glove, that doesn't help. And I'm just making sure that we get this all around the edge of the board. Still getting blue there. Gosh. Being a messer today. Just going to put just a smidge more on, I think, just to make it easier. Seems I'm contaminating it with colour. Okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit it with the torch just to break up any bubbles that have been brought to the surface in the cleansing process, stirring process, sorry. Okay, good. Now what I'm going to do is put on the white and hope that this is going to behave itself. So we'll start at the bottom, start off the edge of the board and then come across. Just going to heat it gently first. And then push it up. So that as it's pushed up, it thins. Okay, then where'd it go here? Then we'll just move it into somewhere around the next one. Go too far up there, so I'm just sort of pushing it back this way a bit. And because I haven't taped it, of course it's going to be running off the edge anyway. To get it off. You just sort of come across maybe a bit like that. Okay. So now we will pop the next bit across. Okay, happy with that. Just blow this up a bit. And because I've messed this up now, I'm just going to put a little bit more over it. In fact, I'm just going to go like that, because never be afraid to play with it and improve it. See how we go now with this one. There we go, then that gives it a nice big wave. This should all break up. I'm just going to hit it with a little torch just to speed it up a bit. Try and give it that little line of wave coming in. Right, we'll just let that sit and do its thing, and then I'll come back. Okay, well here we are back again. As I had some extra resin, I thought I would do a cheese board with the same colours to use them up a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'll put obviously some over the top here. might just use more of these colours than a particular design. There's a water stain across the bottom here. So I thought, right, this is a great way to hopefully solve that issue. Okay, just want to make sure that we get this over here and running down the sides because they're sharp. I'm going to get it on that because it's a light colour wood. Just want to make sure that it's going to come down the side here. The tail, and make sure that it's going to play the game for us. Once I know it's wet, I know that it will roll over nicely. Oops, it's just a matter of getting it wet. Wet with resin is what I mean. Okay, I think that's about what I can. It doesn't feel like it's dragging. Maybe a little bit on that side. Can't see it, but you get to know by the feel. Right, I think that should just about have it. Oh, I can feel a bit there. Okay. There, a bit more. Gee, that sparkle is so pretty in it. It's really capturing the light here. Catching the light is what I'm trying to say. It's just one of those days. The tongue gets tied. Tied and tired. Okay, there we go. It's got that one. Just going to come across the bottom here and make sure that that's all covered as well. Got a thing about nice edges. If you're going to do a job, do it properly. And make sure your edges are all lovely. Okay, lovely. Good, good, good. Happy with that? Okay, so now I'll add a bit of the gorgeous Lorraine shimmer. Oops, on the neck there, and I'll put a little bit across here. Yep, and do that. And I'll pour just a little bit of this across it. Just realised that didn't sort of run over properly here, so I just want to make sure that that's going to run over there. Okay. Lovely. And that there. Just run just a little bit along this edge bit here. Then I don't want to go too far up here because I don't want to sort of cut off all the cutting area. I'm always really aware of that. Okay. So we sort of use the same colours, and now what I'm going to do, I think, I'm just going to pop a little bit of white over, hit it with the torch, and see what happens. And we'll just drizzle off Just put a little bit more white up here, perhaps. Just realised it must be on a bit of an angle, which we don't want it to be. Oh gosh. Trying to rush it. Alright. Well, still the colours there, but a little bit munched up with me dropping that cloth into it. Damn. Okay, what can we do here? Across there, I think. Just pop just a little bit more white across here and just see. Hopefully we won't burn it, but we might get some. There and let it go and see what happens. Still coming this way a bit. Here we are. That should stop it from coming this way. Here we go. Just something a little bit different to make up, you know, with our leftover bits. And then obviously we've got a little bit across the bottom here. And it's running that way a bit, but it's come back. Because I do like, you know, where the Lorraine and that beautiful blue is. But of course, because it's sort of come this way a bit, we've lost a lot of the dark blue, which is so pretty. I wonder if I can pop just a little bit more on here. Because it is so gorgeous. And we'll put a little bit of white over it and see if we can create some magic without overdoing it. Well, that's the plan anyway. That'll run off a bit, hopefully, and it should all sort of start to settle down nicely. All right, we'll just let that sit and do its thing, and we'll be back. Hello everybody, good morning. The sun is shining, so I wanted to sneak out very quickly while we could. This is from our pours yesterday, all cured. Haven't had a chance yet to oil this board. Really, that is so pretty, isn't it? Really happy with that. And then we come up the board, and we've got the fishtail. And there's a beautiful bit of sparkle happening. You can see, I think, here. Really pretty. Excuse me. So that spells out entertainment in the summer to me. Then we've got our surfboard, which turned out quite lovely. So we've got our sand and our first breaking wave on the shoreline, coming up to a bit more of a wave, mid-ocean, coming into the deeper ocean, and some beautiful sparkle there as well. Just there you go, you can capture that just there. I really do love adding sparkle to that darker blue. So all in all, pretty happy. Okay everybody, that's it for another week. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Love to have you on board of the Colour Passion family. And remember to hit that bell button, the notification bell, because that way you'll get notifications every time I produce a new video, which is weekly. So remember, if you don't give it a go, you'll never know. Have a wonderful week, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.